Out with the old, in with the new. And during that transition, I always ask myself 5 questions. Hey Teachable Spirits, I'm Pam, and I give pep talks. Not TED Talks, but pep talks. Today is day 99 of 100 days of posting, the last 100 days of 2024. All right, so I have 5 questions that I always ask myself as the year is wrapping up and as I'm looking forward to the next one. And I thought that they might be helpful to you. So here we go. Number 1, choose one word that describes your, in this case, 2024 best. That may or may not be the word that you chose for your year. Like I always choose 1 or 2 words to be my focus for that year, but that is not necessarily going to be the word that you use to describe how that year went. For example, for me, my word for 2024 was move, as in I wanted to move my body more. However, the word that I chose to describe how I felt like the year went was enough. It was a year of me letting go of some things, particularly some work things, some things that I had been striving for and pushing for a long time, and stepping back and saying, you know what? I have enough. I am earning enough. I have enough students. I am content. We have enough, and I am happy with it. It was just a word that kept on coming back to me, and it was something that that I just felt, and it was new, and it carried on through the majority of the year. It just kind of hit me at some point, and it was a complete change from how I had been. Now, I am not a completely different person, of course, but it was something that was different that really did characterize how I felt like the year went, like how I would use it to describe that year. All right, so number 1 was choose one word that described your year. Number 2, what were some of your wins for this year? What were some of my wins for 2024? So I'll share some of my wins. One of them was, of course, starting this YouTube channel and successfully, or almost, Lord willing, I'll be getting through my 100 days. Today's 99, tomorrow's 100. So I consider that a win. I'm actually halfway toward the goal of monetization, so that's pretty good. I would also consider it a win that all of us siblings got together to celebrate my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. I listened to 30 audiobooks. I listened all the way through to the Daily Audio Bible, at least Lord willing. I will finish it by the end. I'm on track. I continued with some training that I'm involved in. I actually was able to reduce my regular workload, which opened up the chance for me to start this channel. We took some other fun trips earlier in the year. I learned how to work the deals at our local grocery store, and my husband and I took weekly date nights pretty much from the spring till now. And something else that I did that I've talked a lot about on here is that I walked almost every day on the treadmill for 4 months. So all of those are wins. There's a few other things, some home improvement things that we did, some money things that we did, but basically those were like the biggest things. What were my wins? What were some of my challenges? Well, I am a parent of young adults, and that brings its own challenges. I won't go into details, but yeah, that was a challenge this year. Once again, I struggled to get to bed earlier. I talked about that yesterday, and that's going to be one of my focuses during a 25-day reset that I'm doing in January. My husband and I had a couple of health things that have been taken care of, but it was kind of like a couple of scary dips there. Also some reality checks, as well as some things, we'll just say like business type of things that did not go as planned. But it was one of those things where I was said that, you know what, I have enough. I have enough. I'm going to just not worry about those things. And like I said, that did open up opportunity for me to do this channel, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And if I had been too busy to do it because I had those other things going on, this would not have happened. Next, how did you take care of yourself this year? This is a great question that isn't always included in lists for like evaluating how your year went. So we took some vacations. I ate fairly healthy and walked on the treadmill quite a bit. I reduced my workload, and we had the weekly date nights. So I think that was pretty good. We can't forget all that water that that I've been drinking. And all that breathing and gratitude. All right, we'll get to that stuff in a minute. And then finally, what are your plans or goals for the next year, for 2025? So as I talked about the other day, my word for next year is act. I want to not procrastinate, and I want to just take action. This has already helping me. Every time that I think about I'm like, no, act, take action. You might not be able to get the thing done right then, but maybe I can make a phone call to get the ball rolling. Or I can do the research and get the information to my husband. That gets the ball rolling. All right, so the word for the year is act. I have several work focuses between this and some other things, just kind of keeping all of those things going. I have several trips that I need to plan. I do absolutely want to make sleep a priority. I'm not quite sure about the garden this year. I have done the garden every year for the past, 4 years maybe. And so I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. It would be a fun thing to film. There's I don't know. I don't know about that. I haven't figured out yet, but I have time. Definitely want to work on strength, flexibility, mobility, all that good stuff. We have some more home improvement projects to work on. And there's several things that have been on my list for a long time that I just need to take care of. In case you're wondering, I forgot to tell you, this was my daughter's old desk. She got a new one for Christmas that she wanted. And so this is her old one. I said, "Cole, can I try it down in my office?" She said, "Sure." So it's still sitting here because I wanted to get out of the room, I needed to get out of her room. And so we just went ahead and brought it down here. And so of course it's going to mean rearranging. One of the things that I would really like to do this next year and very soon is to redo this office. I was using it differently than I am now, and I would really like to create a new space with a different purpose. And I was kind of thinking that I would kind of wait to do it until I monetize as like a reward for that hard work. I don't know. I might do it as just a reward for completing 100 days in a row. So I don't know, but this room is a hot mess right now. And so I need to get that, I need to get it just a few minutes will get it a whole lot better than it is right now. So I just turn the thing on and start going. So okay. So let me just review those. And these, my goals, like it's all kind of fuzzy right now, but I still, things are just kind of floating out there. I need to but I wanted to get these questions out to you, like these 5 things. Okay, so let me go over those again. Choose one word that described your past year. What were your wins for the past year? What were your challenges for the past year? How did you take care of yourself in the past year? And what are your plans or goals for the next year? So I will be kind of firming up those things for the next year, but that is less important than actually putting out there my goals and things that I want to be habits for this next quarter. I've talked about before that I implemented a little bit over 2 years ago, I implemented the 12-week year based on the book by that title. And so I only go by 12 weeks at a time. So you're thinking about it as if 12 weeks is all you have, and you're going to push and get this stuff done in those 12 weeks. And then you take a week to celebrate and to regroup. And then you head into the next 12 weeks with a new set of goals or projects or plans. So I am still working on firming up those plans. We're still in that loosey-goosey weird time between Christmas and New Year's. And so, we're still in the stages of there's like goodies and junk in the house, and we're using up all that stuff. The Christmas stuff is still up. I'll take that down on New Year's Day. I've got this room is a mess. The closet where we store the Christmas stuff, this has been a little bit of a crazy year, as you know, with the Christmas decor. Anyways, so I would encourage you yeah, that's about how things are going right now. Did you see that fall? Oh, okay. Anyways, I would encourage you to take these questions. I'll even put them in the description box for you. Take these questions and use them to evaluate how your past year went and look forward to the next year. It really does help that I do things by the quarter, because I'm able to look back. Like I make quarterly, we'll say, goals, plans, and as I'm working on those things, then I'm also saying like what I actually accomplished. And so like I can look back at like all of the things through all 4 quarters and look back at, oh yes, I got that done and that done and that done. So I have a better picture more easily of the things that were wins, or what's the word that I used? Challenges, because I'm able to look back. I have a record for each quarter, and I'm sure that I missed stuff, but like I was like, oh yeah, that was this year. Oh, whoops, I kind of forgot about that. Or, oh, well, I guess we made it this far. It wasn't that important. So yeah, I will put those 5 questions down in the description box. And I also, at this time of year, I calculate our net worth. So it's basically all of our assets. That's like what we have in all of our accounts: checking, savings, investments, HSA, minus, oh, and including the house. I don't, like the current value of the house. I don't include cars because they actually go down in value. So I don't worry about that. I don't include that in our assets. So it's just our house and all of our accounts. And then you would do minus any debts. So if you have a mortgage, car payments, student loans, credit card debt, any money that you owe. So it's your assets minus anything that you owe, and that is your net worth. So I always, at this time of year, I go onto all of those accounts and I have a little spreadsheet that I put it all into, and then I put that into my notes with how that year went. So then I just have a nice record of it all, and then I start a new document, a new note on Google Keep for the next year. So I've taken my plans, that last thing, my plans or goals for 2025, and I use that as my starting point for the 2025 Google Keep note. And then I'm going to put like exactly what my goals and plans are for that quarter. So over the next couple days, I'm going to be firming up those plans, especially as I get all of this behind me and in other places in the house picked up. So yeah, tomorrow is the big day, 100. Wow. I'm not exactly sure what I'll be doing, what the schedule will be going forward. I don't know. Haven't figured it out. I've certainly thought about it, but I don't know. All right, but let's do our 3 habits for my poor gratitude chain. I had just stuck that up there. Oh well. So I am thankful for new beginnings. I'm glad that we have a new year and it's fresh with no mistakes in it yet. And it is just, it's out there. We don't know what God is going to bring into our lives in the next year, but I'm thankful that we can just say goodbye to the last year. We can be thankful for all that God has done for us and just look forward to the next one. It's new and fresh and different. So I'm thankful for new beginnings. I will add this to my chain back there. Let's also breathe. We're going to breathe 3 times. In 4 counts, hold 4, out 4, hold 4. Here we go. All right, I know that was at least 3. It could have been 4. I don't know. I'm sorry that I'm always losing track on that. Okay, water. Water is easier to keep track of. If you need to go get some, then please pause the video and come on back and we will drink this water together. Here we go. Okay. I want to thank you so much for watching today. I feel like I was a total hot mess, including my hair. Wow. Today's weather has been a little crazy. It's been damp and warm for this time of year and windy. And then I had a Sunday afternoon nap. Whatever, we just go with it. So I want to thank you so much for watching today and bearing with me through all the craziness. I'll see you tomorrow for my 100th day. Bye.